Hello and welcome back to another video, and today we have another episode of Artist Alley Adventures. Yes, on this episode we will be going to ECCC. Now what does ECCC stand for? It stands for Emerald City Comic Con, which is a comic convention in Seattle. It's a 4-day convention from Thursday to Sunday, and there's gonna be like 90,000 people about there. These cons could be lying about their numbers, but that's what Google says. Anyways, I'm going to be going there to sell my art. You probably already know the deal because you're on this channel. It's Tuesday, but honestly, I'm feeling pretty burnt out. And honestly, I'm terrified because I'm going to be flying to a whole convention and it's gonna be a big thing. So I'm like, will I crash out? I don't know. So I decide to go and take a walk to maybe help with the nerves. Anyways, side quest. I decided to go see my local scenery, and apparently there's this rock. They named a whole small city after this rock. So I decided, why don't I go see it? Anyways, I walk around and my GPS leads me to here. And then I'm thinking, is this the rock? Is this the rock they named the round rock after? That can't be it. Why is it so small? Honestly, you can't even tell that it's really a rock. It's more like a slab. So I keep walking around. I don't see any round giant boulder, but I do see a skeleton on a chair. Anyways, I go back home and I get all my things packed up and we are ready to go. It is the day before the convention, and unfortunately I spilled my coffee, but we move on. I make it to Seattle, and the sight of water amazes me. As someone who lives in Texas, it is truly a beautiful thing. Not only that, but they have trees here. Now these are different types of trees, okay?
Wonderful job on making it look as depressing as humanly possible. This is terrible.
Alright, so right away, we are heading to the convention center. We have some classic glowstone inspired lights from Minecraft in the lobby. Anyways, I'm gonna set up, and here's the transition. After I rewarded myself with a delicious meal, as you can see the contents look very delicious, I walk back to the hotel as we prepare for the first day of Emerald City Comic Con. When I sleep in a hotel, chances are it's going to be futile, so that's exactly what happened. I was just laying there in my hotel bed with eyes closed and I could not sleep. It was like sleeping purgatory. Anyways, eventually I did slip into unconsciousness and then I wake up and I was like, surely it's time. I can finally get up and conquer the world. But then I look at my phone and it says 2 a.m. So I continue to live in purgatory. Okay, anyways, it's day 1 of ECCC. Yeah, that's it. Let's get some coffee. We should do that. Yeah. Wow, look at it's an arch. It's an arch because it says arch building. Dude, look at those rocks. Look at these rocks. There's people. Some people. Here's my booth. We've got a lot of new things going on here. Here's my friends section. These are so peak right here. This whole setup is like super new, okay? I painstakingly painted every panel right here with my bare hands. And then these are new. Watch, this is dishwashing, and this is the witch's house, and that's dead plates. That's Eve. I got too embarrassed filming, so I stopped. So I wasn't really sure what to expect from this convention, but I was hoping that it would be as good as FanX. But first of all, we need to worry about our expenses because I have $1,600 to pay off. But before that, unfortunately, I did see really good link click art. so I had to buy it. So that's another cost to the sinkhole. It seems like there's some sort of link click plague that is making everyone make link click art, and it is really dangerous for my wallet. So I would appreciate it if everyone would stop. Okay, maybe we have a few things at every convention, but this is too much. I'm not expecting a lot from Thursday, and that's exactly what I got. Not a lot. It was so slow. There's like this emotional cycle when you are vending, and sometimes the first part of the cycle is I fell off, I'm going to lose all my money, I can't pay my bills, my art sucks, and we are going through this initial cycle. So this is how much I made on Thursday, which honestly in hindsight, that's fine, that's good. That's good, but it didn't cover my expenses, unfortunately, but that's okay. We're getting there. Also, funny story about Thursday, I was walking to this artist's table, that I've been a fan of, and I've made a video before talking about how I embarrassed myself at their booth. Pathetically. So, oh my god, I'm cringing internally while I'm thinking about this. I went to my table. Mind you, they didn't ask for this, okay? I went to my table and I got a note and I put my Instagram handle on it and I gave it to them. Listen, maybe it doesn't sound that bad, but it's really bad. So I just come up, I'm nonchalant, okay? I'm like, I'm gonna be chill. I'm not embarrassing myself again. It's okay. And then they tell me they watched that video and I'm shocked. So in the end, they did acknowledge my existence. So maybe I'm not a total embarrassment. Resolution. Anyways, I hope they don't know that I'm talking about them. And if they do, nothing against you. You have great art. You're great. It's Friday, and Friday is a big day, right? It should be, because Friday is Friday. So I'm hoping for big things. I open up a fresh pack of my gourmet noodles, and then I eat them. I also look at our amazing hotel view. Quite beautiful. You won't get this anywhere else, really. Here's the fit check for my napalm era. As you can see, I have additional drink. We're going up, it's our moment. Together with Seattle Convention Center. Your forehead's in the video. There's a guy with perfect hair in front of me. Perfect bleach blonde hair. Alright, we're here, and I'm waiting. They're getting married. I'm waiting for the action, yet nothing happens. Hours passed, and I'm questioning, I believe I truly fell off. This is even worse than Thursday. Now, how is that possible? So, near the end of the day, I am adventuring around, asking other buddies I've met the vibe of Friday, and it seems like everyone is on the same page, so maybe I specifically did not fall off. So I was feeling pretty dead inside, a little bit kind of dead inside, not too much. And suddenly, out of nowhere, these two individuals come to my table and they have offerings. And I'm like, what is this? What's happening? I'm being attacked. I need security. No, I'm kidding. Anyways, they explain that they brought gifts from their table because they were also tabling here. And they chose out things that they knew I liked for my videos. And they gave it to me. Oh my gosh. And they even gave me a custom original drawing of Teto. I fell to the ground. This is not dramatic sexualization. Do you know how valuable this artwork is? This is something you would put in a museum, but it's for me. Anyways, look how adorable this is. Look how beautiful and cute and adorable and amazing their art is, by the way. I think I actually have I have Saluki Pop's business card from C2E2 or something. So that was a surprise, great ending to the day. And also, another person I met who was so cool. So there's this artist. Ever since I saw their art from C2E2, I immediately was floored. I became flooring. I am now a carpet. And I've been seeing them around events. Every time I see them, I'm starstruck. I'm a fan. And this person is really recognizable. They have tons of piercings and they look really cool. And then from my booth, I see them approaching my table and they're looking at my art. And I'm like, no way, this can't be happening. This can't be happening. And then he tells me that he's read my comic. And I'm like, no way. Guys, do I have motion? Be honest. Also, so many people have been telling me that they've watched my videos, and I didn't realize that that was going on. I was literally they have this little break room section that's like a separate room for artists, which is really nice. And I was chugging a cup of coffee because sleep deprivation, and this person in the lounge, there's literally like 3 people, including us, and they're like, do you make videos by any chance? Perchance, do you make any videos? I was like, maybe. So that's funny. Yeah, I guess I'm a YouTuber. But I'm very grateful for everyone who's watched my videos. Thank you. Anyways, let's go to Nana's green tea. Nana's green tea. Nana's green tea. I always can't tell whether food is actually really good or if I'm just really hungry and everything tastes good because I'm hungry, but the food tasted pretty good. Oh, also, this is how much I made. So worse than Thursday. That's so weird. So weird. Aesthetic light food Korean. Wait, what's this? Oh, it's a Pokemon pack. It's a deli market. For breakfast, I went to the local market and I got a mac and cheese empanada. I got a mac and cheese empanada. Look how delectable. And you know what? That was really good. Look, those are real Seattle flowers. And then there's a Minecraft cave. We're in the Minecraft cave. Wait, I just noticed it has gamer lights on the roof. We get to the convention and I resume my booth tour. It's Saturday. So anyways, as I was saying, this is kind of new. This is new. These are new. My friend here also got this really cool shirt from Boxer Bud. Everyone, look at this really cool shirt. So Saturday, I'm thinking this is the big day. And there's a good start, thankfully. So I start going through the next phase of the emotional convention cycle, which is maybe I didn't fall off and this is fine. This is good. But at the same time, it's nothing crazy. We're not constantly sitting up making transactions. This isn't a Cheesecake Factory cashier line on Valentine's Day type situation, which if you don't know, that just means it's really busy. But it wasn't like, so I'm cooking, I believe. And this is crazy. Someone comes up to my booth. They say they are getting things for their friend's sister. And they also had gifts for me. What? This is crazy. You guys are so generous, and I truly cannot express how happy it makes me feel. They made these adorable Chikawa stickers. Oh my god, are they just so precious? There's a Teto Chikawa. It's enough to make a grown man cry. Not that grown men aren't, supposed to cry normally, but, we're breaking the norms. So actually, it's enough to make anyone cry, really. So this is how much I made today, and that's pretty solid. It is the 4th day of ECCC. We're feeling a bit tired. I want it to end. 4 days is too long. And when we leave the room, we forgot the key card and our food. So we are foodless. But it's okay because our room share people have a key card. So we have to sidetrack and get food from this random place. And food here is so expensive. We got a muffin, a bag of chips, a Monster energy drink, and I got another drink as well. So that's 4 things. How much do you think those 4 things would be? Well, it was $17. I know, it hurts. It hurts to say. Anyways, I decide to wander around, and this convention layout is kind of interesting because there's two buildings, two completely separate buildings. So I wanted to visit the other building because they had some vendors there. So cool. We're going up. I walked around, and unfortunately I see this horrific, disgusting booth that is promoting AI. Wow. Become your own superhero. Why is it promoting AI? And why is it so ugly? Moving aside from our dystopian, horrible reality where everything is succumbing to big corporations and all that good stuff, we get back to the table. Also got some more goods. And today was the day where I dilly-dally. No lie, Sunday is the day. I just can't be chained down to my table all day. What is this, prison? No, I refuse to be chained down to making money at my table. Well, I had my friend Lynn helping me here, so fortunately I was able to escape. How much money did you make?
$1 million.
$5. Here's what the roof of ECCC looks like, if you're wondering. And here I got a sighting of this wonderful artist. Just look at this. So good. I've been really into the traditional Chinese / East Asian aesthetic, and his art just encapsulates it so good. I feel connected with my roots as a Vietnamese individual. I also make sure to check on my helper by playing some stimulating videos to get him out of jet lag, but I'm not sure how much that helped. Here I am, dilly-dallying, showing you all these wonderful artists, by the way. Please check them out. They are great. There were so many good artists here. It was scary. It was terrifying. But it was great. Not great for my wallet, mind you, but, you know, sometimes you have to be an irresponsible spender. These are the sweet people that gave me gifts on Thursday. Thank you so much again if you're watching. Sending you hearts emoji, heart hand emojis, all the love ever that exists. Here's also some other artists I met, but I didn't catch their booth, but I love their art. So, you better check them out, or else you know what will happen, you know. Alright, that's it. I'm done. Table is packed up, and for our final Sunday dinner, we decide to eat dumplings, because how can you go wrong with dumplings, really?
There's a giant TV. And there's dumplings.
Here I will introduce my great roommate for ECCC. I'm here with the famous Kino Taste.
Oh god.
Look, it's Kino. Whoa, so crazy.
Beautiful.
Yummy. What do you think? Why does it look like that? Food was pretty good, but I accidentally spent too much money. Not gonna lie. Alright, Lynn. What are your thoughts on ECCC?
The crowd was smaller than I thought it would be.
I agree. Did you meet your goal?
Yes, I made profit.
Good. I'm excited. It's Monday. I can finally stop sleeping in the cursed hotel bed. And we decide to do some sightseeing and go to Pike's Place, which is like a historical farmer's market. You know, why not take a gander? And of course, I see a random H Mart, so I don't know, my body just automatically just went in. Not sure how to explain that. It was the H Mart, yeah. It's water. There were fish There were pastries. We got merch.
We saw the space needle. This is the real space.
Ferris wheel. Yeah. I loved seeing water. Because what is that? What is water? Oh my god. My prints keep randomly falling off my walls, and I want it to stop. That just happened right now. I don't know if you heard the paper, but yeah, like, do I need stronger adhesive? Because I've just been using masking tape. Please let me know how to put prints up on the wall without ruining the prints. Anyways, after that, that was the end. That was it. Goodbye, Seattle. Everybody say goodbye. Goodbye to a big city. And I'm going back to my less big city, but it's still a pretty big city. I feel like Austin's pretty big, right? I was also given a really big croissant that I ate the next day. I just wanted to point that out. And here's the entire haul. This is a lot of stuff, I know, but I am an art collector, okay? That's who I am, and no one's gonna stop me. So while we look at my extremely lucrative haul, let's talk about the overall review of ECCC. So, on the art vending side, this is the total amount I made, which, yes, that's pretty good. And these are the expenses, so overall, that's pretty good profit. But honestly, in hindsight, after you do more art conventions, you realize that having a business, because you have your art business, it's not as lucrative as it can seem from the outside, especially if you watch vlogs of experienced artists making like 10K, but a lot of it does go back into the business. But anyways, my actual review of ECCC itself though, I feel like it's a solid convention, pretty good. Seattle is expensive, so next time I would definitely plan out my expenses more, because I didn't plan like where to go to get food, so that kind of piled on quickly. But overall, I'm happy and I would go again. And just the general vibe is that it was fun because there was so many great artists and great people, because Seattle's a big place, okay? So I met a lot of people that recognized me, and that was really cool. And thank you to everyone I met, whether you were an artist or you just, bought a sticker or something. You're cool, you're awesome, you deserve a high five. I hope you just high-fived the screen. If you didn't, you just left me hanging. And yeah, if you're curious about what sold well there, I had a lot of new stuff, so I was very curious about how I would do. Some of my new stuff did pop off, and of course, my auto keychain sold out, and I brought 20, so I sold like 20 keychains. Everyone loves auto, what can I say? And I do have some flops, but you're always gonna have flops. No one bought my link click print, and I think that's just showing that the link click saturation has just increased. It's increased so much that my print doesn't even matter amongst all of these amazing other prints. But that's okay. I'll have it on my display so I can look at it, because then I can look at link click at my booth. But yeah, thank you for watching. Thanks for watching. Honestly, let me know what kind of videos you want to see more. I don't know if I want to do a lot of tutorials. I feel like that's not really my thing anymore, but let me know. I'll still post some art process things though, because I know you guys like them. Okay, goodbye.